Mom and Dad sold my gaming setup while I was away to spend money on Golden Sister. So I packed my bags and never returned. Be me, 24-year-old from Phoenix. Been into gaming and PC building since I could walk. Not just a hobby, it's my entire life passion. Spent years saving every penny I could get. Part-time jobs, freelance graphic arts, even saved birthday money. Finally built my dream machine. Custom $3,800 gaming beast. Use it for both gaming and work. Do freelance video editing to make extra cash. Learning new skills for future too. Need to tell you about my family first. Have parents who think they know everything. Their version of knowing best always involves my sister Kate. Kate is 19. Literal definition of princess syndrome. Everything has to be about her. Designer clothes, expensive bags, anything that's trending. Parents break their backs to give her everything, even if it means stepping over me. Grew up knowing Kate always comes first. If money got tight, I'm the one who had to give up stuff. Mom always said same thing. You're older, you can handle it better. Or my favorite, you're a boy, you don't need as much. Got used to it over years. Decided to focus on my own goals. Didn't hate Kate, just learned to stay in my lane. Worked hard for what I wanted. That's how things were. Until that Thursday changed everything. Fast forward to that Thursday afternoon. Was out with my best friend Ryan. He's the guy I game with most. Been brainstorming strategies for upcoming gaming tournament. We were sure we'd dominate. Got home around 3 p.m. Ready to hop on my PC and practice. Walk into my room. Something feels off. My desk is completely empty. PC gone. Monitor gone. All peripherals gone. Everything just vanished. First thought was robbery, but nothing else in house touched. Heart starts racing. Run downstairs to find parents. They're in living room, just casually sipping coffee like it's a normal day. Hey, where's my computer? Trying to stay calm. Mom barely looks up. Oh, we sold it. Brain stops working for a second. What do you mean you sold it? Voice getting louder. Dad sighs like I'm being dramatic. Your sister needed new clothes for an event. We didn't have money, so we sold the computer. It was just sitting there anyway. Just sitting there. Just sitting there. Can't control my voice anymore. That computer wasn't just sitting there. I worked years to build it. I use it for my freelance work. Mom snaps back. Don't take that tone with us. We're your parents. We did what was best for the family. Kate has an important event. You can always save up for another computer. Can't believe what I'm hearing. Save up for another one. Do you even understand how much time went into building that? What about my work? How am I supposed to meet deadlines? What's this event that's more important than my livelihood? Dad goes full authority mode, waves me off like I'm nothing. Freelance work isn't a real job. You spend more time gaming than working. They always said that gaming was my life. But PC wasn't just for games. It was how I earned my own money. Built something for myself? They didn't see it, or didn't want to. Felt like getting punched in gut. Storm back to my room. Can't calm down. Text Ryan about what happened. His response comes quick. Dude, that's insane. They didn't even ask you first? Nope, just sold it for Kate's stupid event. She's so spoiled, Ryan replies. Man, you should have hidden the PC. Yeah, hindsight is 20/20ths. All I can think about. Years of work gone in an instant. Nobody in family seems to care. Sitting in empty room, staring at blank desk, where my battle station used to be. Everything I worked for. Just gone. Because Princess Kate needed new clothes. Decide to confront Kate that night. Walk into her room. She's there spinning in front of mirror, admiring herself in new dress. Do you even know what Mom and Dad did to buy you all this stuff? Lean against her doorframe. She barely looks at me. What are you talking about? They sold my computer. My $3,800 gaming rig. Gone just so you could have your designer haul? She just shrugs, still admiring herself. So it's just a computer. You can always build another one. Can't believe what I'm hearing. Her complete indifference. That wasn't just a computer, Kate. It was years of saving, years of working, years of building. It was my livelihood. Not my problem, she says with smug grin. It's not like I told them to sell it. Pauses for a second. Tries to sound defensive. Besides, it's not my fault they thought it was a good idea. They're the ones who actually sold it. Not me. Blood starting to boil. You mentioned it to them, didn't you? You knew exactly what they would do. You let it happen. Kate rolls her eyes, like I'm being dramatic. Oh, please don't act like I control Mom and Dad. If they sold your precious little computer, it's because they thought it was best choice. That's on them, not me. Stand there staring at her. Can't believe how heartless she is. She pauses again, adds more fuel to fire. Maybe if you weren't so obsessed with your little games. You'd understand what's actually important. I have an image to maintain. You're just sitting in your room playing video games all day. Want to say something I'll regret? Walk out instead? Talking to Kate is pointless. She never had to work for anything. Everything handed to her on silver platter. Parents happy to keep it that way. Next few days are tense. Parents act like nothing happened, while Kate parades around in new clothes. Every time I think about it, how casually they decided to sell something so important. My frustration grows. Ryan keeps checking on me, trying to keep me grounded. You gotta do something, man. Don't let them get away with this. He's right. Can't just sit back. Can't be their doormat anymore. But part of me wants to just ignore it. Suck it up like always. Don't know what to do anymore. Feel lost. Like everything I built just crumbled away because Princess Kate needed to maintain her image. Days that followed were rough. Can barely look at mom and dad. Blood boils every time I see them. Every time Kate walks past, flaunting her designer haul. It's like she's rubbing it in my face. Try to avoid them as much as possible. Hide in my room with old laptop. It's ancient and barely works. Try to use it for freelance work. Like trying to race a Ferrari with a bicycle. So slow it hurts. Far cry from my custom build. Every time it crashes, every missed deadline, every rendering failure, frustration keeps growing. Ryan's been my lifeline through this. Keeps me from losing it completely. Calls randomly just to check in. Talks about new game updates. Shows me random memes. Anything to distract me. One night I'm venting to him again. About how ridiculous family is being. He drops some truth. You know what? It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business. Except they made it personal. Now they're treating it like business. He's right. This wasn't just some money thing. This was my family showing me exactly where I stand with them. Their priorities crystal clear. Realize I need to do something. Not just about getting PC back, but making them see they can't treat me like afterthought. Start gathering evidence. Every receipt from components, photos of build process, screenshots of freelance earnings, proof of how important PC was for work. Even reach out to buyer. They're sympathetic but firm. No refunds unless I pay back. The $1,200 my parents sold it for. Here I am now, thinking about letting it go. Seems like too much trouble. Thought of confronting parents again. Makes me want to break something, but can't stop thinking about it. Can't sleep properly. Can't focus on anything. Every time I see my empty desk, reminder of what they did, how little they respect me, how little they care about my work, my passion, my future, all sacrificed for Kate's wardrobe. Ryan says I shouldn't give up, but maybe it's easier to just move on. Let them win again, like they always do. Few weeks pass, still torn between staying silent or confronting family. Ryan keeps telling me same thing. If you don't stand up now, they'll keep doing it. They'll think they can take whatever they want, whenever it's convenient for them. He's right. This isn't just about PC anymore. It's about respect. Decide to confront them at dinner. Best time to catch everyone together. Sit down at table. Kate's scrolling through phone, completely oblivious as usual. Mom talking about neighborhood gossip. Cut her off mid-sentence. I want my money back. Place folder of documents on table. Dad raises eyebrow. What money? The $1,200 you got from selling my PC. Keep voice firm. I built that computer with my own money. Legally, it belongs to me. You had no right to sell it. Mom sighs dramatically. Like I'm 5 years old having tantrum. We've already been over this. Your sister needed help. We made a decision as a family. No, you made decision for family. Without asking me, voice getting harder. That's theft, plain and simple. Dad leans back in chair, face getting dark. Watch your tone, boy. We're your parents. Everything in this house belongs to us. You live under our roof, so technically that computer was ours. That's not how it works. Keep voice steady, even though want to scream. Pull out receipt. Hold it up. This says I paid for parts. With my own money, this is proof it was mine. Hand them buyer's transaction copy. This proves you sold it for $1,200. You owe me. Mom gasps, like I just committed treason. How dare you accuse us of stealing? We did this for Kate. She's your sister. Family is about sacrifice. Yeah, seems like I'm only one making sacrifices. Can't hold back anymore. Kate gets everything handed to her. I'm expected to just roll with it. Not anymore. Either you pay me back, or I'll take legal action. You wouldn't dare, Mom hisses. Try me. Lock eyes with her. Kate finally speaks up. Been silent until now. Oh my God, are you seriously threatening Mom and Dad? Over a computer? You're pathetic. No, glare at her. What's pathetic is you're fine with taking advantage of someone else's hard work. Without second thought. You knew what they did. You didn't care. She rolls her eyes. It's not my fault they decided to sell it. I didn't make them do anything. Shot back at her. You mentioned it to them. You knew exactly what you were doing. Kate gives attitude. I only mentioned your computer because you're always complaining about work? Thought you'd appreciate the break. Her voice calm, like she's the victim. Appreciate the break? Voice rising. Do you even hear yourself? Kate smirks. Completely unfazed. Wow, you're making this my fault. You're always talking about being independent. Figured you wouldn't mind helping family. Isn't that what being independent is about? Fists clenching under table. Helping out? You didn't need designer clothes. You just wanted them. There's a difference. She scoffs. Maybe you're just mad. Because I know how to get what I want. You're too busy sulking to figure it out. Don't blame me for being better at this than you. Almost slap her. Dad slams hand on table. Everyone jumps. Enough! We'll pay you back. But don't expect anything else from us. You're on your own from now on. Laugh bitterly. I've been on my own for years. Only difference now. I'm done letting you take advantage of me. Next day they hand over cash. $1,200 with faces full of anger. Take it without word. Contact buyer again. Agree to sell PC back for same price. Picking it up feels like getting piece of identity back. But no, things won't be same. Parents and Kate won't change. Can't keep living under roof, where I'm treated like second-class citizen. Time to figure out next move. Maybe it's time to move out. But worried it might cause more trouble. Still feel lost. But at least got my PC back. After last update started brainstorming. Need to figure out how to get out. No, moving won't be easy. Don't have huge savings. Rent in Phoenix is brutal. But have my freelance work. Determined to make it work somehow. Call Ryan to brainstorm. He's been my anchor through this mess. Dude, you need to get out of there. You can crash at my place if you need. Thanks, man, but need my own space. Been under their thumb too long. Just need to figure out money situation. Ryan goes quiet for a moment. What if you double down on freelance? You're good at it. There's definitely demand. Could start streaming again too. He's not wrong. Used to stream before. Life got in way, but now with PC back and fire under my ass, perfect time to try again. Spend night researching apartments. Budget is tight. Look at small studios, shared housing options. After hours of scrolling. Find tiny place few miles away. Not much to look at. Single room with kitchenette. Bathroom that barely fits. But price is right. Close enough to civilization. Won't feel completely isolated. Message landlord right away. Agrees to show place next day. Walking into apartment hits different. Makes everything feel real. Place is basic as hell. But want it bad? Sign lease same day. Feel weight lifting off shoulders. Next challenge is packing. Need to do it without tipping off family. Don't want dramatic exit. Also don't want guilt trip parade. Start moving stuff slowly. Box or two at time. Stash everything at Ryan's. Until ready for final move. Meanwhile, go hard on work. Update portfolio. Contact old clients. Post services on forums. Hit up social media. Response better than expected. Within days, have enough work lined up. To cover first month's rent. Try avoiding family much as possible. Kate doesn't notice. Too busy showing off new designer bag. On social media. But parents sense something. Start dropping comments at dinner. You've been awfully quiet lately. Should let us know if planning anything big. Brush them off with vague answers. Can feel their eyes on me though. This goes on for days. Getting closer to move out date. Tension building. Like calm before storm. 2 nights before move. Packing last of my gear. Mom knocks on door. Can we talk? Steps inside before I can answer. I don't really have anything to say. Keep shuffling papers on desk. Just hear me out. Sits on edge of my bed, like everything's normal. You have to understand. We didn't sell your computer to hurt you. Kate mentioned it when we were trying to help her. Said you didn't use it much anymore. Said it was worth good money. We thought maybe it was good idea. Turned to face her, jaw tightening. So you're saying this was Kate's idea? She sighs, almost looks guilty. Not exactly. But she suggested it. We thought she made valid point. You've always been so independent. We thought you'd understand. Words make stomach churn. Kate planted the seed. Parents just ran with it. You thought I'd understand. Voice getting sharp. Understand that you sold something. I worked years for... Because Kate wanted new wardrobe? Mom flinches. Doesn't respond. Just stands up and leaves. Like her half-excuse fixes everything. That's how Kate operates. Twists things to get what she wants. Acts innocent. Drops hints here and there. Suddenly her ideas become parents' plans. Morning of move comes fast. Load up last boxes. Leave note on kitchen counter. Keep it simple. Just need space and time. Focus on myself. Don't want confrontation. Know they'd try guilt trip. If tried explaining in person, Ryan meets at new place. Helps unload everything. Set up PC in corner of room. First time in years. Feel actually free. Go live on stream that night. First time in months. Viewer count small. Doesn't matter. In my own space. Doing what love. No one can take this from me. Feeling bit weird about everything. But trying to push through. At least got out. At least standing up for myself. At least not letting them control me anymore. Final update on everything. Things got even more intense after moving. One day after moving out. Had freelance work to handle. Stream schedule to figure out. But thought keeps nagging. Would parents even care I left? Or just write it off as me being dramatic? Don't want their validation. Given up on that long ago? But part of me's still wondering if they'd even notice I was gone. Got my answer by mid-afternoon. Mom calls. Don't pick up. Leaves voicemail. You could have at least told us you were leaving. Your father and I are very disappointed. How you handled this. Family is about sticking together. Not running away? Delete voicemail before finishing. Few minutes later, Dad tries calling. Ignore him too. Then text barrage starts. Mom first, you've really hurt your mother. Then, we've always done what we thought was best for you. Dad joins in. You're being reckless. Put phone on silent. Try focusing on work. Not letting guilt trips derail me. That evening while setting up stream. New message from Kate. You left LOL. Guess you couldn't handle it. Anyway, Mom's freaking out. Might want to call her? Before she has meltdown, such a Kate response. Don't even bother replying. Focus on stream instead. Starting to get small but supportive viewers. People who actually appreciate skills. Show up just to hang out. Watch me do what love. Never had that at home. Next few weeks, mix of progress and frustration. Freelance gigs picking up. Streaming audience growing slowly. But parents won't stop trying to reel me back. Texts keep coming. Between guilt trips and straight-up anger, you're turning your back on family. Mom writes one day, Kate's upset too. Don't you care how actions affect us? Kate being upset? That's rich. Barely acknowledge me at home. Unless needed something. Now supposed to believe she cares. Ignore texts. But they leave bitter taste. Ryan comes over one evening. So have your parents calmed down yet? Nope, still texting like I owe explanation. Classic guilt play. You think they'll ever let it go? Probably not, admit to him. But I'm not going back. Can't. Living there wasn't healthy. They don't respect me. Never will. Ryan gives knowing look. Yeah, but have you told them that? Makes me pause. He has point. Been ignoring them. Haven't confronted root problem. Part of me doesn't want to. Know it won't change anything. But maybe for own peace of mind. Need to say my piece. Next day, sit down with phone. Take time finding right words. Finally, send message to parents. I've made my decision. I'm not coming back. This isn't about being selfish. It's about doing what's best for me. Spent years feeling like my needs didn't matter. Can't keep living like that. Hope you'll respect my choice. But if not, I'll still be moving forward without you. Hit send. Weight lifts off shoulders. Not expecting positive response. Don't get one. Mom replies with long rambling message about how I'm being ungrateful, how Kate's happiness always been priority, because she needed more support. Dad follows up, blunt as ever. You'll regret this someday. Instead of feeling hurt or angry, feel free. Don't need to argue anymore. Don't need to explain. Their words don't have same power. Throw myself into work and streaming. One day scrolling through social media. See post from Kate. Selfie with designer purse. Caption. So grateful for amazing parents who always prioritize what matters. Roll eyes and keep scrolling. Don't need to engage. Let her have fantasy world. Not my problem anymore. Few days later, family friend spots me at coffee shop. Heard you moved out. Raises eyebrow. Your parents having tough time? They've been asking everyone for help? Frown at this. Help? What do you mean? They've overextended themselves. Buying things for Kate. Think they thought you'd still be there. To pitch in, shrug and sip coffee. That's unfortunate. Mean it too. Unfortunate for them. For me, doing great without them. After that conversation, feel strange sense of validation. Parents' finances falling apart. Not something to be happy about. Just confirms what knew all along. They prioritized Kate's wants over family stability for years. Now dealing with consequences. Meanwhile, finally learning what real independence means. Not about to let their choices drag me back into chaos. Guilt trip texts keep coming though. Mom's messages getting desperate. We're struggling here. You've left us to deal with everything alone. Dad's favorite line. If you were good son, you'd help family in time of need. Good son? Rich coming from someone who never acknowledged my hard work, let alone respected it. Kate stays silent. Doesn't reach out. Expected that. Probably figures she'll let parents do heavy lifting. Wait for me to cave. Ryan comes over again one day. Has grin like he's got news. Guess who I ran into at store today? Already know it's about family. Who? Your mom, he says laughing. Cornered me by frozen pizzas. Went on whole rant about how you abandoned them. Even said you're being influenced by bad company, which I'm assuming is me. Roll my eyes. Of course she did. What did you say? Told her you're doing great. And maybe if they respected you more, you wouldn't have had to leave. Ryan says, smirking. She didn't take it well. Laugh, but inside it stings. Not because of what Mom said, used to her dramatics by now, but reminder of how little they get me. They're not upset because miss me, upset because lost control. Few days later, new text from Mom, different from others. Your sister's birthday is coming up. We'd like you to come home for dinner. It would mean a lot to her. Stare at message for long time. Part of me wants to believe this is Olive Branch, but no better? Not about reconciliation, about appearances. Want to play happy family for night. Pretend everything fine. Show Ryan the text. He shakes head. Don't do it, man. They're just going to pull you back. Into their drama. I know, sigh heavily. But if don't go, just gives them more ammo. To say I'm bad guy, who cares what they say? Ryan shoots back. You're not living life for them anymore? You don't owe them anything. He's right. Know that deep down. But saying no to family, even after everything, harder than want to admit, do something haven't done since moved out. Call Mom. When she picks up, voice dripping with fake warmth. Oh, honey, it's so good to hear from you. Hey, Mom. Keep tone neutral. Got your text about Kate's birthday? Yes, we're having nice dinner. Just the family? She says quickly. Kate would love for you to be there. I don't think I can make it. Say firmly. Really busy with work right now. And honestly, don't think it would be good idea. Long pause before she responds. You're really going to let your sister down? Like this? After everything we've done for you? There it is. Guilt card. Right on schedule. Mom, this isn't about Kate. It's about fact that every time try to have relationship with you guys, feels like I'm only one putting in effort. I'm not coming to dinner. Because I'm done pretending. Everything's fine when it's not. She doesn't take it well, to say least. Fine, she snaps. If you want to throw family away, that's your choice. But don't come crying to us. When you realize what you've lost, that's last straw. Mom, I've spent entire life trying to earn your approval, and it's never been enough. So no, I'm not throwing anything away. I'm just finally putting myself first. Goodbye. Hang up before she responds, hands shaking. Feels like cutting rope. That's been holding me back for years. Not sure what comes next, but no, can't keep living in their shadow. After that call, block Mom and Dad's numbers. Not easy decision, but necessary. Constant texts and calls not helping anyone. Need space to focus on own life. Kate doesn't even try reaching out. Makes things easier, honestly. With family drama gone, throw myself into work and stream. One night during stream, someone in chat asks, what made you start streaming? Hesitate for a moment. Haven't talked about family situation publicly? Feels too personal. But then realize, doesn't matter anymore. Started streaming because it's my passion, but also wanted to prove to myself. Could build something on my own. Without anyone holding me back, chat lights up with messages. Respect. You're an inspiration, dude. Feels good. People appreciating what doing, not just for gameplay, but for story behind it. As weeks turn into months, notice something changed. Not angry anymore. Don't want relationship with parents or Kate, but don't need to dwell on it. Cutting ties gave peace needed. To move forward, for first time, feel truly free. Ryan hanging out one day, asks important question. So you think they'll ever apologize? Shrug while setting up new stream. Probably not. But honestly don't need them to. Finally living life on own terms. That's enough for me. And it really is. Building life where hard work valued, where passion's celebrated, not dismissed. Looking back at everything, from selling my PC, to moving out, to cutting contact. Every step was necessary. Every confrontation made me stronger. Sure, sometimes still think about them. Wonder how they're doing. But don't miss the drama. Don't miss walking on eggshells. Don't miss being family ATM. Stream growing steadily. Freelance work solid. Made new friends through gaming. Real ones who respect the grind. Who understand the passion. Remember that empty desk where PC used to be? Now have whole setup built exactly how wanted. No one can take it away. No one's permission needed. Sometimes hardest part isn't leaving. It's realizing you should have left sooner. But better late than never. Kate still posts about designer stuff. Parents probably still enabling her. Not my circus anymore. Not my monkeys. Focus on building my future. One stream at time. One project at time. Finally at peace with choices made. Walking away wasn't giving up. It was choosing myself. For first time in life and would do it all again if had to.